Hi everyone. Hi guys, please like and share as a comment. Please like and share while we wait for the 1 minute countdown. All right. Like and share guys as a comment. Right, I'm just gonna get started. Hopefully others will join us. In another 12 seconds, I'll get started because I don't want to stay too long on this live stream. So just a quick introduction. My name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as Thatmumof5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for always coming back. Hi, Abu Bakari. Thanks for joining the live stream. So you guys see the topic and the image on the thumbnail. So the name of the lady on the thumbnail, her name is, let me find it. Her name is Blessing Clement. That's her name. And she's a sickle cell patient with osteomyelitis. And I'm just going to give us a little bit of information about osteomyelitis. All right. So the information I'm going to be reading to you guys is from the NHS website here in the UK. All right. So it's just so that we have the idea of the condition so that once we go into the topic on its own, we'll have understanding. So Blessing Clement is a sickle cell lady and she has osteomyelitis. Um, and what is osteomyelitis? So osteomyelitis is a painful bone infection. It usually goes away if treated early with antibiotics. It can cause serious long-term problems if it's not treated. Okay, so who is at risk of getting osteomyelitis? Anyone can develop osteomyelitis, but you are more at risk of getting it if you have high you are more at risk of getting osteomyelitis if you have had osteomyelitis before. If you are diabetic, if you are diabetic, like you have either of the diabetic, we have type 1 diabetes and we have type 2 as well, especially if you have a foot ulcer. Okay, so a diabetic person who has foot ulcer will always stem from someone who's not actually been managing their diabetes well. Okay, who is also at risk. You are also at risk of getting osteomyelitis if you've fractured a bone before in future, if you have been injured and have a wound, or if you have an infection, or if you have had surgery in the past, or if you have a weak immune system, for example, because of chemotherapy, or you have a condition such as HIV. So these are the people who are at risk of getting osteomyelitis. All right. And what are the symptoms? Swelling of the affected area, a feeling of warmth on the affected area, redness of the skin in the affected area, a limp, a high temperature. So that is how you get osteomyelitis. And the treatment for osteomyelitis is it can be treated with antibiotics. Like is an issue with the bone, and it can always be treated with antibiotics. It becomes really difficult. Hi, Elizabeth. It becomes really difficult if it's not treated at the early on stage. Okay, so it can be treated with antibiotics. You may need treatment at the hospital. Some people, they might have to admit them and get them treatment over a few days. All right. And it says here that you usually take antibiotics for about 4 to 6 weeks. If you have severe infection, you may need to take them for up to 12 weeks. It's important to finish a course of antibiotics even if you start to feel better. Okay, so let's go to the story of this girl, and there's a video I want us to listen to. Okay, you all know Nedu Wazobia. Nedu Wazobia is one of the hosts on a podcast called The Honest Bunch. So apparently, Nedu came across the post of this girl called Blessing, and it was moved to help her. Okay, it was moved to help her. So this is the video of the girl.
So thank you so much for your help and your help for posting me. Thank you so much. I have been receiving a lot of alerts. I say thank you. I don't know what to say, but to say thank you. And may God replenish you for everything you have done for me. I say may God bless you and lift you high. Thank you, Nigerians. I say thank you for everything you've done for me.
That's Blessing, all right.
Support and everything. I just want to say thank you. I'm not in the hospital. I'm receiving treatment. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
So I believe this was our message after Nedu reached out to her. So apparently Nedu found a post on TikTok and decided to, share her on his page, and a lot of money was raised for her. Okay, so let's listen to other videos of her. Oh, so this is her. I don't want to play that video because of the song. So this is this girl. She's in a lot of pain. You can see her. Joint pain. Joint pain is not easy, especially if you've got osteomyelitis. Joint pain is not easy.
Please, I really need help concerning my leg. The leg is really
Hi,
disturbing
Cindy
me
Manuel.
and I'm in pains. I'm always passing through pains. I'm a sickle cell patient. There's nobody to take care of me, and it's only me and my mom. She has been battling. No money to buy gauze, to dress the leg, to take care of myself. Sometimes maggots do come out from this leg. I really need help. I don't want them to amputate my leg. Lately, these days, I have to use Macintosh on my bed because pus is coming out from the leg. It soaks the bed and the rest. I really need help, and I want some money to buy some drugs. Please, you should help me in any way you can help me. I really need help. I need support from you people, Nigerians. Please help me. So we pray that God will surely send a helper. Yeah, that will be all for today. But I don't know. You don't eat it? No. This is almost after two. You're not eating. I'm not eating.
That's so you guys heard from her there. Okay, that's a video of where she lives, at home. Look at her frame. She can easily break a bone. Okay, because of the osteomyelitis that she's got, she can easily break a bone. Okay, so when I came across this video of her, I shared it here. All right, guys, I shared it here. I was lying on my bed last night when I saw the post. I shared it here and I cried. I cried. You can hear from her there where she said it was just her and her mom. And from that interview from that guy, she said she has not eaten. And that was about 2 o'clock or past two. Please like this live stream, guys. I shed a tears. Like I cried like I've never cried before. One thing I always wish every day when I wake up is that we should just eradicate every sickness in the land. Any sickness whatsoever that I've ever heard of. If God ever asked me that, what do I want him to take away? Sickness will be one of them. No matter what the illness or no matter what the sickness will be one of them. Because if you look at Nigeria, especially Nigeria, a country where we don't have like adequate health services, and look at her. Blessing is one of the people who is suffering. She's a sickle cell. She's got sickle cell, and she's got osteomyelitis as well. And I've just read to you what that condition could be. She can easily fracture her bone, and as you can tell, there one of her leg there, she got it wrapped up in bandage. She's going through a lot. The pain alone in her joints, because she's going to be in constant pain because she's not getting real treatment. She's not well nourished. She looked malnourished looking at her. So, like I said, I felt a lot of pain for her. And I'm going to be sharing her account details. I'm going to be dropping it in the comment section there, guys. Please, if God put it in your heart, no matter how small, go send her something. Okay? So, the basis of this story is that, in fact, let me allow you guys to listen to the video by Nedu himself. So this is Nedu.
I am very, very pissed. Like, I am flipping
pissed off right now. I am. I'm livid. I'm
Hi,
trying not to just
Vivi.
show it. I don't know many of you remember that girl when we say we raised money for the her sickle cell that we posted on the page and then we raised money for her. Now, with the
So in total, when Nedu posted a story on his page, they raised 20 million naira. Nedu and Nigerians raised 20 million naira for her. Keep listening though.
you wonderful Nigerians who've been able to raise over 20 million naira for that girl. Now, the guy that is in charge of the whole thing just sent me a message this evening that the
So apparently there's somebody who is going about with her, helping her get the little treatment that she could get. So listen.
family members were not show up since that I've never been there when this guy was on the street begging for monies to use to take care of herself, for drugs and all that. Now the families are coming.
So family knew that money has been raised for Blessing. And this family who were not there, as Blessing said in that interview, that it was her mom who has been helping with drugs and stuff like that. So I want to believe that there are maybe extended families or more family members who were not there, who could have been able to give her support, who were not there, suddenly started coming when they realized that money has been raised for Blessing.
The sister took 4.5 million from the girl's account.
So one of Blessing's sister transferred 4.5 million naira from Blessing's account. See, when I heard Nedu said that, my head just did bang, bang, bang. Like, from where did that sister come from? Obviously, Blessing, she's in a weak state. She's in a very, very fragile state. She's vulnerable. There's no way she'll be able to fight for herself. I'm sure you guys saw her frame. Okay.
Now they are planning to take the whole money to go and buy a house and allow the girl to die.
So obviously they knew that over 20 million naira has been raised for Blessing. One of our sisters who disappeared suddenly came back, transferred 4.5 million naira out of that money, and the plan of the family was to take the remaining balance to go buy a house and deprive Blessing of treatment so the girl could earn alive. And these are our family. Anything. These are meant to be a family. So my question, Vivi, you shouted Jesus. My question is blood actually thicker than water? So families that should be there for her, because at the end of the day, Blessing living with sickle cell and osteomyelitis, she's just not battling with one thing. She's battling with multiple illnesses. And why is she in the situation she is right now? It's because of lack of funding. So so God sent somebody to her in the likes of Nedu Wazobia, and who shared her story. Over 20 million, you heard Nedu said that over 20 million naira was donated for her, only for family members who were not there, when this girl was begging for money on the streets, who were not there when this girl was in so much pain, still begging for money. And then somebody helped her, and all of this family came back. One of them transferred 4.5 million naira, and the plan of the family was to use the remaining money to go buy a house, forgetting the girl who the money was actually raised for. Can you see how low some families could go? Can you see? In fact, let us listen to this voice recording, and then I'll leave my opinion and share some, just give some advice. Okay, I'm not going to stay long here, maximum maybe 40-45 minutes. Okay.
What kind of wickedness is this?
It's
What kind of
wickedness.
wickedness is this?
It's
What kind of
wickedness.
wickedness is
It's
this?
wickedness.
And then we go say na government they do us.
No, this is not
They were na
government.
we the wicked we.
Yeah, your family. So apparently, when Nedu found out what happened, he requested for the money that was donated to be refunded, so that it could be in the hands of somebody that will be able to manage that money better for Blessing. So Blessing now did a video. She's so frail on the bed, honestly.
My account balance 17 million. The money that my sister took has been returned. I confirmed it.
So this is Blessing confirming that the money her sister took from her account has been returned back to her account. So that's her showing us her account balance of 17 million. So guys, I'm going to drop her account number in the comment section. Please, please, if God puts this in your heart, go put something in for that girl. Go put something in for that girl. Please, You don't even have to, no matter how much, no matter how small. Hi, loud bass. How are you? We are talking about the girl Nedu raised money for, and her family wanted to spend the money and leave her to unalive. You know what? You've got to put it in your heart to give this girl some money. I know 17 million might seems like a lot of money, but by the time she started paying for hospital bills, start paying for medication, before you know it, all of this money, she needs to feed. So please, I'm gonna be doing my widow's mite as well. I'm just waiting for my. There's a certain time in the day that I use my Naira account in Nigeria, because if you do transfer now, the payment will be hanging. So I would normally wait till about 9, 10 o'clock before I do my transfer. So I'm gonna do my widow's mite as well. So please, no matter how small it is, I've never come onto this place to solicit for money for anybody before. But just how I felt last night, like the way I cried last night when I was listening to this girl's story, and I went to her TikTok page, I bawled my eyes out. I bawled my eyes out because I just couldn't imagine my family doing that to me. I just couldn't imagine. So let's listen to her.
Then we bought some drugs and blood today and some parts for my leg. So that's why the money is remaining 17 million.
I believe that's her mom.
We know they buy house again. The money that the blessing gets, the money they inside the account. Now she will, when she recovers, she will use it. Nobody will touch it.
So blessing. Say nobody is touching your money. Let me use it for Rita. So nobody is going to touch blessings money.
Better.
We'll be making sure that from time to time I'll be coming to check if
God bless this guy.
okay with her.
Amen.
Like if there is any issue, so that I can
Voice out.
quickly
inform
you, boss. Thank you. God bless you for the support. I will make sure that I keep eye on her. Thank you, sir.
May God bless this guy as well. So apparently, this was this guy that was going everywhere with blessing up until Nedu was able to find our details and then share our details on his social media, and they were able to raise over 20 million naira for us. So you can imagine family members that were not there before. Family members that were not there before were not going with this girl street by street begging for money. There was a video of her that was playing earlier on. You can see her in pain. You can see her in pain. And then someone was able to help her. And this family that all disappeared, they all came. One of them, first of all, transferred 4.5 million naira. And then their plan was to go and buy a house. Is it the house that you are going to buy that is going to treat her? This is somebody who is living with sickle cell and osteomyelitis as well. So why do you think that it is a house that will be the problem for her? She says she's not able to pay for treatment. She's not feeding well. That times she gets like stuff come out of the wound. And then they think the next thing for them to do is to buy a house and abandon her so she could, rot away. Guys, I'm going to quickly drop our account details in the comment section. So bear with me for a second. So while you are watching me, if God puts in your heart to support her with something, please do it. And I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm going to be doing mine as well. Okay. Let me see if I can find the account details. I don't even know. I'm sure I screenshotted it somewhere. So if God leaves it in your heart to give her something, please do not hold back. Do not hesitate to give her something. Okay. So I'm going to put account details here. And so her name is Blessing Clement Tari Refa, and account number is 31433033649, and it's First Bank. So I've dropped her details, my bank details in there, so you guys can, if God puts in your heart to help her. So what I'm going to say is this. In my own opinion, I don't believe that blood is thicker than water. In fact, I don't even want to hear that word blood. Okay? I don't have anything wrong. I don't have anything against people giving families, okay? Because I know no be everybody for one family, no be all of us go be your $10, no be everybody go get money. And there's nothing wrong in if somebody is rich. There's nothing wrong in helping some people. But there's some people that no matter how much you help them, no matter how much you help them, even going out of your way, and this is me talking about some family members, even going out of your way, to them, you've not done anything for them. You will be giving some family member money. You, it is only your husband. It is only you, your husband married. But there will be some family member. He is still struggling with one wife that he married. He is still struggling with the one wife that he married that he gave that has multiple children for him. But he's the one going about to go and be carrying side chick. And it is your own money that they are expecting. They're expecting you to keep sending money. Meanwhile, the money you are sending, they are not using it to look after the wife at home. They are using it to go and be looking after side chick. So what I'm trying to say in essence is some of the people that we call families that we help, some of the things that you are even suffering for the money, you are even working that money, some of the things that you can't even dare to do for the fact that yes, you are working and you are making money. It is them that they do not have money. That is the things they will dare to do. That is the thing they will dare to do. Because I don't understand how money could be raised for that young girl. None of their family were there. It was a stranger that was taking her about helping her. And then they now got a hint that she has money. And one of them had the guts to go transfer 4.5 million naira. And then the rest of the family concluded they were going to buy a house. What happens to the treatment she's supposed to be getting? So that she could buy. And then they'll be living in the house. With the money that she should have used to look after herself. Somebody once said to me, just after I finished from secondary school, you know the time frame of when you sit for WAEC and before your JAMB result comes out, you know it's like a few months after you sit for WAEC before your result comes out. Vivi said they never appreciate anything. If you like buy yourself for them, it will still not be good enough. It will not be good enough. Oh, it will not be good enough. Me that I'm sitting down here, a family member has threatened me on top my money. On top my money, a family member has threatened me on top of my money. I've been giving, even without being asked. I've been giving. But when I dared to question them what they are using that money for, this family member threatened my life. Yes. it seems like it was as if somebody was waking me up from a sleep. This was my blood. My blood. This was my own blood, my immediate eldest brother. I'm a giver. I give without blinking. If I have, I'm a giver. I give without blinking an eye. So when I was sharing the story of, shortly after WAEC, you have to stay at home for a while before your JAM result comes out. And then I will go work, doing all this small money. And I remember there was a time one of my friends were like, oh, can you give me this? Can you give me that? I'm like, why should I give you this? Why should I give you that? We both work, we get paid. What do you use with your own money? So the boss of the so it's like a video club where you rent DVDs, films. So years later, I left that shop, obviously I'm now abroad doing fine. And then I was able to get in contact with the owner of that film store. And I remember one of the things he said to me was like, you know what? You, as I am, mom of 5, you are a branch on your own. Let's say, for example, your parents gave birth to 5 of you. That's 5 branches or 5 trees. Okay, there are 5 trees. There are 5 of you, 5 trees. So me, I am a tree. My 2 sisters, they are a tree each. My 2 brothers are a tree each. And me being a tree, I now have branches. Those branches are my own children. So do you understand what I'm trying to say there? The trees that we are standing alone because the trees don't clump together. If you go into a forest, a tree will stand on its own. Abi, is that not how they stand in the forest? A tree will stand on its own. So what he was trying to say to me that a tree, as you are standing on your own. No other tree is falling on you. No other tree is resting on you, which means that as a tree, you are on your own. So me being a tree, I have branches which are my own children, my own responsibilities. And he said, you are in the abroad. When was the last time somebody said, hey, ho, that mom of 5, send me your account number, let me give you £100? There's never been. On YouTube, yeah, I've seen people who have emailed me to say, "Oh, that Mom of Five, I love what you do on your channel. Can I have your PayPal account?" Yeah, people have done that. But as at the time when this my ex-boss was talking to me, well, like, since you've been in the abroad, how many times has anyone said, "Oh, give me your account number, let me give you £100" in the UK? And that was the question he was asking me. Now, like, there's never been anyone. Even when I had my kids, or naming, when they know how pastor will come to the house and name your baby, and they will say offering, there was none. There was nothing in the offering basket. So, as I was saying, he said, "Oh, there was nobody." All right. He said, now, in essence, what he's saying to me now is that when you walk, hmm, make sure you've sought those branches you have. Those branches that are falling on me, those branches that are on my own as a tree, being a tree, I have branches. So he said, those trees you have around you, make sure you sort them. Make sure you sort your bill. Make sure you sort all the things that needs to be covered, because while you are in the abroad, if you don't have those things covered, nobody will get them covered for you. And it's true. And he now said, so once you've done all of that satisfactorily and you have money left, yes, every African parent expect their child to give them chop money, to give them food money. And for me, I'm a proud believer of that. My parents are retired. My dad's been retired for years now. My mom has always been a full housewife. She has a supermarket and stuff, but she has always be at home. After she had me, she has always been at home. So I've always done that, and I'm thankful to God that God has never disappointed me in being able to step up in that way for my parents, even much more. So he said, once you have started your own household, and then for your parents as well. And this man was saying to me that even your parents is not a must. I said, bros, what do you mean parents? That African parents, we believe that it is the children that will look after their parents. This bro said, no, no, that gone are those days. That nowadays, children are not the retirement plan of our parents. That is me, I should not be my parents' retirement plan. That was what this uncle was saying to me. But me, I did not agree with that. So I always, do things for my parents. And he now said, if there's any extended family, your other siblings, he said those ones are not a must. Only if you believe you have an extra. And from that extra that you have, if you take out of it and you know that you're not going to lack, then do it wholeheartedly. But that extra that you have left, and you know that if you remove 20% from it, you will lack, tell them you don't have. And for me, I'm a very honest person. If someone comes to me to ask me for money, if I have, I'll say I've heard. And for the fact that I said I've heard, I'll make sure I send or give that money treat thingy within a short frame. I'm not the kind of person to say, oh, I've heard, and then in 2 weeks' time, in 3 months' time, I've not given. No, if I said I've heard, it means within me, I'm going to give. One thing I've learned to do so far, all my life, or since my adult life, is somebody asks me for money, and I am not comfortable giving, or I am not in a position to give, I'll tell them I don't have. Straight, so that that person will not be expecting at a later time. Or you are saying, oh, I will think about it, and then in 2 days' time, the person will call you again. And you're like, I will think about it, and then in 3 days' time, somebody will call you again. No, I say it as it is. I don't have. They might not like it, but now me know as I stand. So, me going back to the story of how a blood of mine, who, when he has money, they remember anybody. They remember anybody. When he has money, you will not know. You just hear of his escapades. You just hear of his escapades. And me, I'll be so mad, like, how can someone be as grown as this? And you have money, you are a grown ass man, you work, you have money. What are you doing with your money? And yes, it's not my business to ask, but if you're a grown ass man, nothing do your two hands, nothing do your two legs, and I know you are working because you have a family. What are you doing with your money? Because I don't see the effect of the money you earn on your family. So what did they do with your money? So something drastic, something sad happened to him. He lost one of his child. May the soul of that child rest in perfect peace. And at that moment, when that incident happened, a church gave him money. They gave him a lot of money. I don't know how much. I don't know exactly. I can't remember now, but they gave him money. Me, I was sitting jejely when he phoned me to say. So I heard that is my niece if I would say, yeah, my niece, very young, she was a baby, passed away. I was sad, and I called to say, oh, I'm sorry to hear this, that. I said what I have to say. And before that, I am sure I have sent him some money. Maybe it's not been, maybe like, it's not even up to a month. I send him some money. Okay. I send him some money. I mean, I randomly send my siblings money anyway, like my younger ones. At times, our last sister, there was a time I just like, oh, let me just dash her some money. And she was like, I said, where? You sent me money. You sent me money. That's how randomly I give my siblings money. So when he now got, when this my blood got the money, didn't know they gave them money, because obviously maybe they were the money they got were from a church, he was attending, so maybe to pacify them or something. I can't remember the exact amount now. So it was the one that called me to say, ah, by the way, sis, after the passing of my niece, that their church gave them money. And I'm like, oh, that's good. So at least that would help you, figure out some things, maybe put some money away for the kids, and stuff like that. Mind you guys, I said it was the one who called to tell me that. So, and for me, I did not ask like what were their plan for the money or anything like that, because I know that he has other kids. So that money will come, in good effect for the family. 3 months after then. So this case I'm talking about happened maybe 5 years ago. 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So 3 months after he called me to say they gave him money, he texts me to say, can I raise some money for him? And me, I had to like, rub my eyes like, did I read that text message well? So 3 months after, I'm sure he got maybe roughly about maybe 650,000 naira or something was what the church gave him. I'm not sure of the exact figure, but it was up to that. So 3 months after, he texted me. He texted me to say, oh, he's broke. That can I give him some money? I was like, bros, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but how long ago did you say your church gave you so amount? And he replied me saying that, what is my business? Asking him what he did with that money. Me, I said, don't be offended though. I just felt like it's less than 3 months, or it's just maybe just about 3 months ago. How did you spend over 500,000? Because I really want to know. If I'm going to be giving you my own hard-earned money, I really need to know what you did with that money. His response was, I should go and ask his wife. I should go and ask his wife. And for me, the kind of person I am, I don't interfere into any of my siblings' relationship. Okay, I don't interfere in any of their relationships at all. As long as they are doing fine, I don't go and be cho. Unlike some people, when you marry to their family, they want to know what you are eating in the morning. They want to know. So I'm the kind of person, maybe because I'm not in Nigeria, so I really don't, interfere. Even as it is, anything that is happening, I don't necessarily know. My siblings only, my younger ones, I would say, will only let me know what they think I should know. They don't really, carry me along, and I'm not bothered. Okay. So for him to have told me to go and ask his wife, I was like, so me and your wife, we are now gossip mates. That I will now go and ask her. Mind you, this my brother is way older than me. Okay, he's way older than me. But then, who I want disrespect, if not my own, if not my own brother. That's how I always see it. Like, you know what? Shebi, you're my brother. I would disrespect you. Yeah, would you rather an outsider disrespect you as my brother, or me, your sister, disrespect you? Which one do you prefer? And thinking back at how that conversation went between us, I did not insult him. I did not disrespect him in any way. The only thing I asked was a question, and he started going, you know. So when he told me to go and ask his wife, I was like, so me and your wife now, and truth be told, like, I don't really communicate with I just let everybody, like I said, I don't interfere in their relationship. Occasionally I'll call, say hi, all of that. But my sister-in-law, how are you? How are you doing? Hello, my beautiful Niger daughter, how are you? Happy Sunday. So all this caricature, my sister-in-law, how you did? I don't do any of that, because I love to respect my space, and I'm just respecting their space as well. So I don't do any of that. Okay. So And now me looking back, I would love to have kind of like a close, relationship with my sister-in-laws, but we don't have such. Maybe because we are far apart, or when they were marrying, when they met my brothers, I was not really like, I really didn't know them that well. So that's just how it is. But I would love, maybe in the nearest future, if God says, God willing, maybe there will be a time when the three of us will be sitting down and we'll be yapping away. Vivi said, me too, I don't do any of that. That exactly. I'm doing very well, Nigeria daughter. So he said, so me, I now replied him back that, oh, so me and your wife, we are now gossip mates now, that we're gonna be asking her that, mama lagbaja lagbaja, my brother's wife, by the way, your husband told me sometimes ago they gave you money. What did you guys do with that money? He told me to go and ask his wife. So I now replied him that, so me and your wife are now gossip mate, that I will now carry my phone and go and be asking her that, shebi you are the husband. You are the one that told me that they gave you guys money. How did you spend the money? That's all I want to know. If you're able to give me a definite answer of how you spend the money, I will give you some money. The next thing he did was a WhatsApp voice recording cursing my enemy, saying that if I ask him again how we spend that money, that my own enemy will unalive. That was what my own blood brother said to me. That was what my own blood brother, my immediate elder brother, that was what he said to me. He wished me death. See, when I listened to that voice recording, I just gave him the same energy back, straight. I lost all respect. I lost all respect, straight. I'm sharing this story so that you decide if blood is actually thicker than water or not. He wished me death. If you ask me that money, if you ask me about that money again, your enemy will buy this will happen. This, that, this. It's love that makes you say, exactly, Nigeria daughter. That was the message. That was the voice recording he left for me. And immediately me, I listened to it. I just returned same energy. Say, me, I shall not die. Now you go by, not me. Because all my life, before you even ask, I have given. There was a time when my mom came abroad, and she, like, my mom came with just one hand luggage when she was coming to visit me in the UK. When she was going back, all those bags that when you unzip it, the bag is, when you unzip a line, the bag, you have more space. There was 2 of those bags full to the brim, and then other excess luggages full of stuff. Majority of those stuff went to him. Vivi said, I love my privacy too much, so I prefer to keep in-law ships a bit distant so that respect will remain over far. Exactly. See, Vivi, this one is even my own blood brother. So I returned the same energy back to him. I said the same thing back to him. Like, say, you know what have I said wrong for you to have wished me that? So for you to have wished me that, it means that you've always had something in mind like this for me. That's me. So for me, I just need you to do all these things that people say once bitten. For me, once bitten is twice shy. Nǹkan tó bá ti ṣèyàn lẹ́ẹ̀kan, kò lè ever ṣe mí mọ́ lẹ́lẹ́kejì. That is one thing that must have happened. One thing you have experienced once, don't allow it ever happen to you the second time. That's me. It will only just have to happen once. After that, that door is shut for life. Because for me, I will not stress you. I will not trouble you. I will not bring trouble to you. But if you bring it to my door, the first time I might just like calm, so that peace will reign. But if you try it the second time, I swear to God, that me go carry that bullet flag. And when I'm going, like when I'm venting like this, my parents know that all I see na green light. I know they see red light again. Even till now. Like when I'm going off my steam. They will not send my mom to me. And my mom too will be shouting on the phone. I'm like, no, I will not listen. Like if I'm steaming Eh? Nigerian family is exactly, oh, me too, I run for my life. See, if I am steaming, nobody, among my siblings, none of them can talk to me. Because I'm like, before he get to you, before he got to you, you knew about it. What did you do? So now that I am now reacting, you guys are now saying I am the one that has the wallaby. Now me, okay. By that time, I only just see green lights. I know they see red light again. Then my mom will now be the sacrificial lamb. My mom will now come to me. Dupe Koribe, Dupe this, that. She will start like that. Me, even with that, I know she's trying to bring my head down. I know they listen. Oh, I see that green light and they see. And then we end up shouting at each other. And then no credits will run out and I will not call again. That's how it is. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this: when you are alive and you are making money, please enjoy your money while you are alive. Oh. Enjoy your money while you are alive. Because this my brother now. When he dropped me that message and I gave him woto back, I now forwarded that voice recording where he wished my enemy death. I now forward that message to my mom. I forwarded it to my dad. I forwarded it to my other elder brother because I've got two brothers. So I forwarded it to my second brother, and I forwarded the message to my two sisters who are behind me. I forwarded it to them that say, see what though? Say because me, as I did so, I be evangelist. Hmm? I stay away from things that I know. Maybe for some reason I have an instinct that if I stay within this thing, there might be trouble. But me just keeping my distance, I really don't know the reason why I'm keeping a distance, but I just chose to keep a distance. So when things now happen later on, then it will now come to be that, oh, this must be the reason why I just felt like, staying a distance. I always say that, even to my husband, I always say to him at times, like, and even when he does something, and obviously maybe we disagree on it, and he goes ahead to do it, and that thing goes haywire. He will say, so for me, oh, my wife told me. I'm like, so you remember? So that way, I just keep my mouth shut. So I forwarded it to my parents, I forwarded it to my family, and my dad was really upset. My mom was the most upset because she knew that I'm not a child like that. That if I have, I will give. I'm not that kind of person that is always. It's only maybe when I'm struggling a wee bit that I'll be like, no, I'll just. That's why I said that if somebody asks me for something and I don't have it, I will say it instantly that I don't have, and that's me being honest. If I have, I will say I've heard. That's how my sisters always, I'll say I've heard. That I've heard. Whatever it is I've promised them, I will do it in an instant. I don't delay it. That's why I said, if any, so I think this is an habit we should all cultivate. If somebody asks you for money or whatever it is they ask you, if you know you're able to give that thing, fine, you can give if you have it in your capacity. And if you don't have, there's just say you don't have it, so that to avoid that person still holding on with the hope that you will give them when you know that you don't have. Me, I just say I don't have, and I learned that from my mom. My mom was like, "No, say you don't have. If you don't have now, at least that's you. You've sponged yourself clean. There's no point them coming back and say, that thing I spoke to you about." So my parents were very, very upset. Really, really mad about that incident. Obviously, I was in the abroad, and the three of them were in Nigeria. My other brother is in London. So I don't know how they went about, sorting the whole thingy. All when I phoned my parents, all I said to them was that they should tell him not to make the mistake of ever calling my phone again. Because if he calls my phone again, ah, me, I don't have anything other than God. But if I enter fasting and prayer, fasting and midnight prayer, if I enter it for his sake, that statement he made to me, he will regret his actions. I said to my parents that he is my sibling, but I will never wish him what he wished me. But they should help me warn him not to make the mistake of, like I said, once bitten, twice shy. For him to have said so to me, I don't want to say what I think he's capable of doing. Nigeria daughter said, if you are alive and you have money, enjoy yourself. If you don't enjoy yourself, you carry family and things will change. Exactly. Oh, it's better that you are alive, make your money and drop your money while you are alive. Look at this blessing girl now. They save money for her. Her family are already planning on how to buy a house so she could buy in the sickness that she already have. You can imagine. They raise money for this blessing. Families that were not there for her when she was sick, begging in the street, when she was on her own. It was that a video that I saw yesterday, and I cried in my bed. I cried. I cried in my bed watching that video yesterday, and I had to schedule this live stream. So they are already planning on how to spend her money and leave her to buy in the sickness that is going through. I pray God preserve this girl's life. I pray God preserve her life so that she'll be able to, nourish her back to health, and so that she can live a happy life. And my advice for that girl, she should stay away from those families that wanted to spend that money from, that wanted to take that money from her. She should stay away, far, far away from them. She needs to stay away from that family. Those families that, especially the first one that went to go and take 4.5 million, she should first of all run away from that one. And then those of them who are the ones that are planning to use that money to build a house, she should distance herself away, far from them, because they don't want her for good. They don't want her to get better. Because if they want her to get better, they will not connive and want to use her money that were donated by Nigerians for her, people who felt her pain. They will not want to use that money to go and build a house and then neglect her by not giving her treatment. Family can be so wicked. That story I've just shared with you, that story between me and my brother I've just shared with you, that is one of many more that has happened afterwards. So, my phone here now, I have blocked him on all of my social handle. I've blocked him on my WhatsApp everywhere. Like I said, this issue was happened 5 years ago. I've gone after that. I've sent him money. When I went to Nigeria, amount of money, I did not even tell him I was coming to Nigeria, but one way or the other, he found out I was coming to Nigeria. He came into Nigeria a day after I arrived in Nigeria. He arrived from Abuja that night. Who told him? My sisters denied, and I'm sure it was my sisters that told him that I was coming. Even though I came to Nigeria, I did not plan to come and spend money on him. Now I came to spend money on my parents. Zeno apologized earlier on for you being locked out during the live stream earlier on. Zeno said the only thing she could say in the video was, "We no buy house again." Exactly. See, they will have been able to do that if the guy who was checking up on her did not notice what was happening. Assuming that guy was not there, they will have succeeded in doing that. It was that guy that reached out to Nedu to say, see, this is what this girl's family are planning, And then it was Nedu that now took was Nedu that now said that guy to go and check back again. So Blessing was able to confirm that the 4.5 million naira that her sister transferred from her account, that she has put it back. And there was a woman, maybe that woman by herself, maybe that's their mother. She was like, hey, we know they buy house again. Blessing know they buy house. Why do you want to use somebody's money for the house? Now, house be Blessing problem. She needs good and sound medical health. She needs to be in hospital, getting blood, getting nutrition, and then what they want to do now to buy house. That's why I said, if you are in this world and you are making money, chop your money while you are alive. Okay? And that short story that I've just shared about my own personal life as well. Me as I am now, I enjoy my money. And I am not, my siblings, extended family, I don't have to give a penny to anybody. If I give because it's freely coming out of my mind to give. Nigeria daughter said, it's good you forgive your brother, but you already know who is. See, I have forgiven him. I have even sent him money after that. In fact, like I was saying, I was in Nigeria in 2021. You know the amount of money I spent on one sitting with him, even though I did not have plans for him. I came back. Even this past few months, I still sent money, and he still brought out his character again. I just said to my sister, please, my sister was like, my sister was like, big sis, make sure you don't unblock this brother. My younger sister was like, sis, please make sure you don't unblock him. Just make sure his number remains blocked. I said, what happened? She said I should not worry about. I should make sure that I don't unblock him. That was what our youngest, last born, that was what she said to me. This was just like 3 weeks ago. She was like, sis, I said, what happened? She said, where are you? I said, I'm driving home. She said, okay, text me when you. I said, just tell me. She was like, say, sit down, our big brother. Make sure you don't unblock him. Oh. Make sure you don't unblock him. I said, what happened? She later on went to narrate the story to me. I'm like, now me be ATM. Abby, I don't hear you. So, once beaten, twice shy. So when you are alive and you are making money, you use your money to look good. Look your money to take holidays everywhere you want to take. Go on holiday. Enjoy yourself because this life will be true. And if anything happens to you, the next family they wait now to divide waiting you leave behind. So I just want you to take a lesson or two out of what I've said here today. I just want you to take a lesson or two. There are some siblings who will go to the end of the world for you. And there are some, they don't give a freaking hook about you. They just want to keep collecting, collecting, collecting. And this person that I'm talking about, this is my sibling that I'm talking about, we've done many, like me, my second older brother, we've done a lot for him. A lot. A lot for him. And at some point, that my brother that is in London, that one like, he know they do again. I said, I know. You know, go talk, say they do again. When I was talking years ago that this your plan, this thing that you are doing, it's better this guy sabi how to fish. Oh. My two other sisters said the same thing to him. It was like, God said you should be your brother's keeper. Now that time that my brother that is in London, that's time that one we turn to a pastor and he will start preaching for me. I mean, I'll be like, you need to try again. See that your sermon, you know if you work on me, you go need to try again. So before he actually comes to me to talk about anything, he will have taken it through to my two younger sisters. He will have dissected everything with those ones. And then one of those ones will now come and tell me that, oh, by the way, I'm like, so who brought the idea? Because I know the basis, the origin of the talk. So now, when he now realized what our elder brother is all about, he he said he's no longer interested. I'm like, no, bro, so you can't say you are no longer. You continue. You will continue. Shebi, you said God said we should be our brother's keeper. You will continue being his keeper because he as well has been giving and giving and giving, and it's like, no, there's no more. There's no way to justify all this continuous giving. So it's a good thing to give, okay? And I know there's so many things going on in Nigeria right now. People, there's hunger in the land. Work is not paying as much. People are suffering. Give when you have, or give when you feel like giving, knowing that for the fact that you have taken out of what you have, you will not be left stranded. Okay? And there's some people, all they just want from you is take, and still to them, you've not given them anything. So while you're alive and you're making your money, eat your money to look after yourself. Because like I said, if you buy, they are just ready to share whatever it is you have left behind. I'm going to recommend and then we're going to round up. And guys, like I said, I've dropped the account details of Blessing in the comment section. If God put it in your heart to go give us something, please do so. And I pray that God will enrich your pocket for you, all right? Vivi said, you can't keep giving short people. They will drain your life away. Take us exactly. Now, I've learned to, and I'm telling myself, like, sis, please make sure you put bros. Make sure you don't unblock him. I said, unblock for. He's still blocked. I blocked him in all of my social media handle. People said they don't really care about you genuinely. They don't. So they love the money you bring. Absolutely. Absolutely. The mother's response and reaction took me out. No, exactly. See, even the way our mom was talking, I'm sure she would probably like, well, I don't know. But from the way she was talking, it seems she's a part of the plan to buy a house when your daughter is suffering. Sickle cell alone, na small thing. On top the bone infection. She needs to be for the fact that they even got that money, admission straight to hospital so that she get adequate treatment. That one first of all go and remove 4.5 million, and then they are talking of buying house. And then where would they now get the money to treat Blessing? Do they think that the money will keep flowing in? Do they think that the money will keep flowing in? Anyway, guys, I hope you've taken a lesson or two from this story that I've said. Like I said, Blessing's account, if you scroll up in the comment section, I've dropped Blessing's account details there. She was a big part to buy house. Exactly. They want to go and use that 17 million naira to go and buy a house. And which house are they going to buy with that money anyway? So you now go use all that money to buy a house. How are they going to feed? How are they going to feed? Nigeria daughter said that mother already gives up. Exactly. They were obviously expecting her to buy at some point, and then they will use the money. That's what they want to do. The money, Zeno said, the money, the mother, exactly. She was ready to cash out. And this girl, when she was saying, she was like, oh, it's only my mom that has been helping me, this, that, that. So she even acknowledged her mother. And then you guys saw that money and you see it as a quick way out to go and buy it. Now, house bill, not problem. No be somewhere that they sleep before. Absolutely, Zeno, that's what will happen. I don't even know how that sister was able to get access to transfer the 4.5 million out of her account. I don't even know how she was able to do that. Did she go to the bank or did she take her phone to transfer money? How was she able to get an access to her account to go and transfer money? It's just so sad. Like I said, when I saw that story yesterday, I cried my heart out. I cried my heart out. I just felt like I wished I had something to heal her, to just touch her, because you can see her when she was standing at that pharmacist. She was in a lot of pain. Like, she was in a lot of pain. And then they were so lucky that, Nedu was able to share her and people were able to donate money and they thought that was the way out. Blood is not thicker than water. In fact, I don't even care about any blood that's a day so. I prefer make water they flow for my body. I don't give a freaking hoot for any blood. I've lost the school of thought for that blood is thicker than water. Gino said she probably took her phone. I see I knew. Vivi said it's because she's seriously healed, so she depends on them for everything. You are right. You are right, Vivi. That time you are laughing. Now true. That school of thought of blood is thicker than water. Oh, mama, now go put them for garage. That one, my level of thinking or my school of thought has erased that notion of blood is thicker than water long time ago. Long time ago. My school of thought, my school of thought has erased that level of thinking. Say blood is thicker than water. No, blood is thicker than water. You're on your own. On your own. Just like I said that boss man told me that. How many times since you've been in London, you've been in Glasgow, has anybody have ever said, oh, give me your account number? The only time that I've actually received money like cash, was during my 40th birthday last year. I wanted to throw a big party, but then I decided against it. That, you know what, I have so many things I need cash for. Why would I go and spend over £11,000 because I want to throw a big 40th party? See, if I had more than that money in savings, I would have, like, I was ready to go ahead with the party. But then one thing is by like, so you want to go and spend £10,000 to throw a party? That's the thinking in my head. That so you now you as you are now, you have £10,000. You want to go and spend it on a party that your friend will just come, they will dance, they will eat your food, they will take your takeaway and they will go. People that yearly, when I mark my birthday, most of them say now agree that they wish me happy birthday. I think it's only two of them. Of all the people that I know, when my birthday comes around, maybe it's only two of them that often reach out to me and get me like a cheap jewelry. Most of them hardly would they even wish you happy birthday. Talk about say they won't give you gifts. And Miss I receive the same energy. Zeno said, my 1 cent, don't do the mistake of accepting guilt for not helping family. When you do it, me with this, I've learned. That's why I said once bitten, twice shy. Me before, that's when I used to. My mom would try to be putting Igbo in my head. My mom would try to be putting Igbo in my head. And when I change it for her like this, she would just back. She would just back away. Like, I've tried with Dupe. Just leave her. She's not, no. Just I said the way we eat and go for me is too much. Exactly. They will eat and they will go. So this is me saying the only time I ever got like cash as a gift. So obviously I already sent out invites that I was going to celebrate my 40th birthday. I was already making plans. I was choosing outfits. I've already booked my venue, And so far, all of the things I've done so far, all of the things I've booked was going to about 9 grand. I was like, yeah, 9 grand is not a lot, that I'll still go ahead and do it. But then one thing in my mind was like, you want to spend £9,000 because you want to do so say you turn 40. So I sent an invite out in December. By January, most of my friends whom, when they were doing stuff, I was going back and forth with them, like checking out what do you need done, I was going back for. But for me, I sent invites in the third week of December. By end of February, or by the second week in February, none of them has reached back to me, because I also said, oh, there's going to be a Ashwebi. I think by February, it's only 4 people, and those 4 people, nobody say we'll be close friends. So they're slightly older than I am. They are like maybe like 5-7 years older than I am. So there's like 4 of them who have already sent money to me for their Ashwebi. So my own party people, like when I say party people, we roll around. When we go to a one party, we sit together. None of them has reached out to me. None of them has even acknowledged my invites. And I was like, that should be a sign. Why do you want to spend over 9 grand to host a party just for people to come and eat, shake their bum bum and go? And at the end of it, they will not give you a penny as a gift. So I tried to cancel the party. So I sent an invite. I sent a note to say, I've canceled that party. That something came up and I tried to cancel it. Till tomorrow, some of them are still trying to find out why I canceled the party. I said, well, I just don't feel like doing it anymore. So, when I canceled to say I'm no longer doing party anymore, they were now reaching out to me. Oh, why did you cancel? What happened? This, till tomorrow. They still want to know, but I just told them no. But only me know why I canceled that party. So I tried to do it like a Thanksgiving in church. I still went ahead. I bought all of my fabric. I wish I was in Nigeria because I wanted to do correct photo shoot, but I just, at that time, I just felt a bit down that, people that I felt were my friends, that I thought they would be the one rallying around me for the fact that I said I want to do my 40th. Exactly, Vivi pretenders. I was a bit upset at the fact that most of them, I've known them for over 15 years in this Glasgow. And anytime they've had things done, I'm always there. They have a Ashwebi, I will buy. They do, I will be there. And then now come to my turn, and none of them. I was a bit pissed. And at some point, I'm sure I did lost touch with a few of them. I stopped talking to them. I still have their number. At times when I post story on my WhatsApp, they watch my story on my WhatsApp, but I don't reach out to them. They don't reach out to me, I don't reach out to them. So that's just it. So it was my church. So I did a birthday thanks. So I said to my pastor that I want to do a 40th birthday Thanksgiving. So after church, invite whoever wants to come. I did let them know I'm going to church. Or if you want to come and wish me happy birthday, come and do Thanksgiving at church with me. A few of them came. And it was my church, the women in my church, that organized food. I paid for a cake. I'm sure some of you will have seen that post on my Instagram or my YouTube. I paid for a cake. I think my cake was £250. I paid for the cake. I did my outfit ball. It was my church, the women in my church, that organized the food, decoration, snacks, everything. They did not collect a penny from me. All the women in my church. And then afterwards, I was on my way home when my pastor's wife handed me an envelope, and 2 other sisters that I hold dear to my heart, 2 of them gave me an envelope as well. So at first I thought it was a card. So I was like, oh, I thanked them. And then it was not until when I got into the car, I opened the envelope my mommy pastor gave me. It was £300. This is on top of the fact that it was the women in the church that cooked, brought drinks, decorated the church hall without asking for a penny. The only thing I paid for was the cake. It was the women in my church that did all of the catering for food. They did not ask me for any penny. I think I volunteered to buy like the protein, the beef and stuff. Every other thing, it was the women in my church that did it. And on top of that, as I was leaving, after the end of the day now, we've eaten with Mary, my pastor's wife handed me an envelope. And I know we do that. I know that money in the envelope will have been contributed by the women in my church, because we do that for women. So anybody who's celebrating 50th, 60th, like that, we will do. Anybody who is getting married, we will all come together as a women. We'll put money together, offer to do stuff. So I knew that envelope was from all the women. So when I counted that money, it was £300 that was in the envelope my mommy pastor gave me. I was like, because I was not even expecting it. And then the 2 other envelopes that I got, it was from different sisters. When I opened it, one gave me £50. And there's another big mommy like that I respect a lot. Any Sunday like this, I always sit behind her. She and her husband will sit at the front. Me, I'll be right behind her. If she looks back, she don't see me like this. She go text me, my baby. That's what she calls me. Why are you not in church today? Why are you not in church today? Every time she will ask of me. She also, when I opened the envelope, she gave me £50. And that's £400. Those who are my paddy that I call them my paddy out of church, none of them, on my 40th birthday, none of them even gave me a card. Talk more gifts. Since then, me too. If I see your birthday post, I'll greet you happy birthday. If I don't see your post, you're on your own. Ah, was today your birthday? Shebi if I remember ni. So we should just, live your life. When you have money, look after yourself. Me, I don't finish to the born picking and I to dey enjoy myself a day so. Yeah. I was saying to my kids that come next year, any holiday I go, I'm going alone. I'm not taking any of you. I'm no more carrying handbags, 5 handbags for like handbags. Like, when I say handbags, my children, I'm not carrying any handbags on my own. So I hope you've learned one or two lessons from all I've said today. There's goodness. There is a good thing to give, and if you know that you're not in a position to give, don't go and outdo yourself. Don't go and overdo yourself because you want to please somebody or because you want to run on a certain street with some people. Don't do it. Okay. So, like I said, guys, if God puts in your heart to give blessing money, if you can scroll through the comment section, the account number is somewhere in the screen in the comments. I think I should be able to do mine now. So I normally wait for this time before I use my Naira account in Nigeria. Vivi said that's how most people around us are. Not really your friends, just monitoring spirit, to be honest. So for some days now, if I don't post now, nobody. But I've just learned, I've learned, and that's why most of the times I don't know if you've seen me most of on Choice TV live stream. I'm like me, I be one man mopo. I roll alone. This is how I roll. Just how I roll. I'm a one man mopo and I'm happy that way. Okay. Yes, if I see you outside, yeah, we did that. But say kodikosun, paddy, nah. One man mopo. And where do I even have time to be doing one kodikosun with one person when I have 6 people? I have my husband, I have 5 children. My house is like a mini field now. Mini, what would I call it? I can turn my house into a mini cinema, and all of us will be in the house. So, guys, we should just be careful, okay? We are all cheerful givers. I know that, but when some people make it look as if you're nothing, did you buy me anything else? No ice cream, no nothing. No juice. Bye bye. So when they make us feel as if we've not given them nothing, that's where like okay. Nigeria daughter said yes, host, I be one man stand. Exactly, one man will pull. I'm happy that way. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining this live stream. I just thought I'll come, speak about blessing with you guys and share our story. So we also learn on how learn and be very, very careful about relationship, even with our families, okay? Just like they say that because you are sibling does not mean that your sibling cannot buy you. Siblings they buy each other. Siblings they buy each other. So don't think it cannot happen. I pray that it will not happen to any of us in the mighty name of Jesus. And everywhere we go, we'll always continue to receive favor. And God will continue to always elevate us in the mighty name of Jesus. So this is me wishing you all a happy. So here in the UK, in Scotland, we have a September weekend. So which means we have long weekend. I'm not back to work till Wednesday. So hey, pop, champagne. So I've got a long weekend there. My sleep tomorrow, eh? I want to sleep and wake up 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I pray. Let me wake up 10 o'clock tomorrow because I'm used to waking up at half 5 every morning, even if I'm not working. My body just know it's that time of the morning. So I'm looking forward to a relaxed, long September weekend. So anyway, thank you so much, guys. Like I said, feel free to go, send something to blessing, no matter how small it is. May God replenish your pocket. And we should be very, very careful. It's good to give, but when it seems as if you know the answer. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you're watching this video, don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so. Like, I've got lots of content on my channel that you should be catching up on. And that one that I dropped, that if you are 40 or over and you never get channel for YouTube, what do they wait for? Go and open a YouTube channel. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Let me go fall into Choice TV live stream now. Let me go see what she has to entertain us with, and have a lovely week. And I'll see you guys. I think I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have a live stream about CCME. Yes. Thank you, guys. See you later. Bye. Thanks, Niger daughter. Thanks. Bye.